Guys, do you have a problem saying no to a particular substance, whether that be food or coffee or alcohol or tobacco? If you do, I want to give you some tips to help you dial in your life. Men in the Arena Army, we salute you. Hey guys, thanks for listening to this episode of the Men in the Arena podcast. I'm Jim Ramos, your guide and your host, and the host of Spotify's #1 podcast for Christian men, leading you to your best version in the stress bubble of life and beyond. Guys, I'm filming this episode from South Africa, where I'm here on safari, and we have had a phenomenal week. If you are listening to this on your phone, I highly encourage you to go onto YouTube, check out the scenery behind you. It is epic. Hey guys, I want to dive into the meat of this episode. You know, in 1 Timothy chapter 3 and in Titus chapter 1, we read this, and I'm paraphrasing. The dialed in man must not be addicted to wine. The Greek word there literally means beside wine. Now, when we look at this passage, we think, oh, it's about alcohol, but it really isn't. If you look at the spirit in which Paul wrote this passage, he's talking about anything that you would ingest into your body. Do you have the ability to say no to food temptation, alcohol temptation, drug temptation, anything that you put into your body? Do you have the ability to say no to those things? And if you do not have the ability to say no to those things, then you may have a problem. And your problem is a lack of freedom, because God wants you to have freedom and walk in freedom. He wants you to be able to say no to everything. Freedom is not your ability to say yes to anything. It's actually your ability to say no to everything, especially regarding the things that we put in to our body. If you want to know more on this subject, check out my book, Dialed In, Reaching Your Full Capacity as a Man of God. Until next time, feel the wet sand on the arena floor, hear the deafening roar of the crowd, taste the sweetness of victory, smell the stench of battle, get in the game, get dirty, grind it out, and be a moderate man.
You know, we often forget, guys, that God has called us to steward the bodies He gave us. That's why we're so excited to partner with Mountain Tough Fitness Lab. Join me on my journey by going to mountaintough.com and getting your free 6-week trial when you type in the code ARENA30. Stay dangerous.